Hey guys, it's Tarek with Cyclone FPV, and today I'm going to do a really quick video, about 10 minutes, on how to connect the new product that we've got on our website. It's basically an 8-channel FrSky compatible receiver with S-Bus, and how to connect it to your Taranis or whatever other receiver you're using. In this case, I'm going to be using the QX7 here, should be pretty easy. It's going to be pretty quick, so just follow along here. This is the controller that we're talking about. I'll go ahead and change screens here so you can see that. Bear with me a second. All right, so this is the controller that we're talking about right here, and you will see it on the website. It is a new, fairly inexpensive item that we've picked up. Anyway, so the idea here is it's going to connect in a pretty specific, pretty easy way, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So when you flip it over, what you're going to be noticing here, let me see if I can get some light here for you. What you're going to be noticing here is the where you're going to be connecting to. So you've got, if you flip it upside down, right, to where the button's on the other side. On the right-hand side here, you see VCC. That's going to be your 5-volt, okay? On the other side here, you're going to see your ground, and that's obviously going to be your ground. And then in the top over here, you're going to see where it says S-Bus. And I don't know if I can get the camera to pick that up or not, but right about there where it's all blurry, right here, it actually says S-Bus. It looks like it doesn't say much of anything, but it does. It says S-Bus right there. So anyways, these are what you're going to be looking for. So again, that's with the button upside down. So the button's right side up, then everything is, you've got ground, 5-volt, and your S-Bus is over here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to connect this now, and I'm going to make this kind of easy here. We're going to tin it, and I actually did this just a second ago, but for some reason the system didn't record, so you're going to see some of my work already on here. But what you're going to need basically is 3 wires. So I've got these 3 wires. I have already tinned them. You'll make sure you need to tin them, but you've got your S-Bus wire, your 5-volt wire, and your ground wire right here. And here's how we're going to go ahead and do this. First thing we're going to do is, let me get my, let me switch cameras here, and this way I can use the magnifying glass. All right, so again, like I was talking about, and I do recommend to do it upside down or flip the board over to where the button's on the opposite side, because you don't have as many things in the way here. So we're going to go ahead and look at this and recognize that this side where it's the GND, that's going to be our ground. So just go ahead, and I'm not going to trim these wires normally. Well, actually, let me just go ahead and do that here. So let me go ahead and trim this ground. Okay, so you want to keep your wires at a little less than 1 millimeter in length, I would say. So we're going to go ahead and fix this to the system. And remember, it's about 1 second to hold, okay? Nothing wrong with that. So there you go. Your ground is in. And then we're going to notice that our S-Bus, and I have to turn this around because I am right-handed, so let me turn that around here real quick and center this for you guys. All right, so now we've got to get our S-Bus, right? And our S-Bus is sitting right here, and it's right at this edge. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tag that real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and take our 5-volt. So let me go ahead and trim this wire. Good, nice length right there, and then we're just going to go ahead and tag that. Excellent. All right. Now that this is done, okay, we've got everything connected, and this is what it should look like. Okay, so let me get that up to you guys. I guess I can't get a good enough picture like that, so let me see if I can fix that there. Okay, that should give you guys an idea of what you're looking for. Okay, so you've got your S-Bus, you've got your VCC, and you've got your ground. All right. So now what we've got to do is we've got to get this to connect with our Taranis. So here's the Taranis. Now let me switch camera angles again, and let's zoom out. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and move that over. Okay, so we've got our Taranis, and what I'm using is I'm using an AC to DC converter, right? So just so that I can not have to plug in a LiPo right now. But what you're going to want to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the power on here, and I'll explain to you what you're looking for. So there's one. I think that should be a good connection. And let's get the other one. And I'm going to need it to stay kind of up so that you can see the button and everything in the process. So let me just go ahead and put this one in, and I've got to fold these over because these alligator teeth won't grip just the stripped area. So let me just get that to hold on there. And all right, so now at this point, let me see if I get that wire to stay. There we go. Okay, so at this point, what you're going to see is we're going to go get this going. So we've got our ground, we've got everything. So I'm going to flip this on, and I believe we should see this turn on. There we go. So we've got our light blinking, right? Now, I've already bound this once, so I'm going to go ahead and it may lock up real quick and actually look that it's bound. But I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and we're going to get started again. Okay, so you're going to go to your menu, and I think in this case what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a different model. Okay, all right. Now, I've selected just something called default, right? And it has not been, well, this one has also, great. So let me see if I can let me see if I can do this. Hold on one second. All right, so I'm going to, let's see. I'll just pick a new model. So let's do something like, well, it'll be the same. So let me just go here. Okay, so I'll create a model. Doesn't really matter. We'll go multi, and that's fine. We'll just pick whatever. We don't care. All right. All right, that's good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and confirm that. Whatever. Let's just get going. Okay. So we're in model 56. For whatever reason, this will be the easiest thing to do. So assume you have your model though, right? Don't have to go off of my example here. But what we want to do now is we're going to go ahead and make sure we've got that model selected. So right here, 56 is selected. Hit page. So we can go to our menu options here, and then we're going to bind number 56. Okay. Now this is where you have to pay attention. So you can see the light blinking, right? So you know that we are. Let me zoom in there. So we are not bound right now, because when this is bound, this will be solid. And the first thing you need to do is you need to change this to D8. So by all means, please just change this to D8. All right, and then from there, I want you to hit your bind button. This has already jumped over, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit your bind button, and it's gonna start binding. Now we're gonna need to turn this off, all right? And I'm gonna use this pin here to press that button so I can flip the power switch on the DC. So assuming that this is not on, right, or hasn't been bound before, press your button, and while you press the button, turn your receiver on, or plug in your LiPo basically, and watch the light. You see how the light's out, right? So once the light's out, you can go ahead and turn your LiPo, or unplug your LiPo, and I'm going to stop the binding. Okay, and we'll let go, and then here we go. So now we're bound, and once we turn it, we're going to turn our radio off as well. I have noticed that it's easier if you turn your radio off with this. So there we go. So now we'll start fresh. Turn the radio on first. All right.
Welcome to OpenTX. Throttle warning.
Okay. Turn your receiver on. And what you're going to see right there is a solid blue light. That means we have our connection and we're bound. To test that, you can do simply the following. Just go ahead and hold your power button down and turn off your transmitter, and watch that your blue light will now start blinking. And when it does that, obviously means you don't have a signal. When you go ahead and power your transmitter back on, you're going to notice that you have a signal right there. And let's see. And it should get solid. There you go. And that's how you're going to bind it, guys. So if there's anything else I can help you with, let me know. But that is the new FrSky compatible receiver. Remember, you got to put it to D8. Then you start binding. Hold the button down. Power up your receiver with your LiPo, and then you'll get your light will go off. At that point, you can power off the receiver, stop your binding, and when you turn everything back on again, you'll have a solid blue light, and you'll be good to go, just like it is here. If you have any questions, hit me up at tarek@CycloneFPV.com, or if I can make a video for you on any of the products we sell, please let me know. Shoot me an email, and I'll be more than happy to do it. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.